Hey guys, welcome to Britannians. I'm Joshua. In this video, we're going to look into how to apply for a US visitor visa from the UK. Many of you were asking me previously like how I'm traveling to the US from the UK. So in this video, I'm going to explain you step by step how you can apply for a US visitor visa from the UK. So without any delay, let's get into the video. It's time for our video sponsors. I would like to thank Amberstudent for sponsoring this video. You know what is the difficult part in coming to study in an abroad country? Searching for an accommodation. You don't know anyone there, you don't know where you will be staying, you don't know about the places. So you need a trusted and reliable source to help you search for your accommodation. Amberstudent make this accommodation search easier for you. They have end-to-end support from searching for your accommodation and helping you finalizing it. They have end-to-end support from the time of searching of your accommodation till the booking and the paperwork process. They will help you everything related to your accommodation search. They have lots of private student accommodations listed on their website. You just have to let them know your university and your move-in and move-out dates, and they will sort everything out for you. All their accommodation are either located in the city center or closer to the university, so you don't have to walk for anything. They have around 1 million beds in 200 universities, around 250 global cities in the world. They operate in UK, Australia, US, Canada, Germany, Spain, Ireland, and they also operate in the major cities in the UK. All you have to do is click the link in the description, sign up for your accommodation search, and they will be in touch with you in sorting out everything related to your accommodation. If you're a person who is a citizen of any other country in the Europe, or if you're a citizen in the UK, then you don't need to take this visa. So you can apply for the e-visa. So the e-visa is called the ESTA. So you just have to apply the ESTA. You can go online, you can say the purpose of your visit to the US, and then you can apply online for the ESTA. You don't need any documents for it. You just need your passport number and the details and the date of your travel. And then once you apply it, you will get the ESTA within a week. So you don't need to get any visa from the US embassy. But if you're not a UK national, or if you're not a citizen of any of the European countries, then you have to apply for this visa. So especially people who are from the Asian countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. So if you're residing in the UK and if you want to apply for a US visitor visa, then you can apply for this visa. So the US visitor visa is called the B1, B2 visa. So whenever you're applying, you have to apply for the B1, B2 visa. So B1 is for business purposes and B2 is for tourist purposes. With this visa, you can stay up to 6 months in the US continuously. Usually, people will get 2 years up to 10 years of visa. So most of the cases, people get 10 years visa. But sometimes people may get 2 years visa. Mostly I have seen all my friends are getting 10 years visa. So if you apply for a US visitor visa, then you will get a 10-year visitor visa. But then for each trip, you can only stay for 6 months in the US. Let's look at how to apply for this visa. As the first step, you have to complete the non-immigrant visa electronic application, which is the DS-160 form. I will leave the link of the form below in the description, so you can click it and you can apply for it. The application will ask you certain details about your trip, your travel history, and other normal stuffs like your passport details and things. For a US visitor visa, you don't have to book your flights or your hotels like the Schengen visa. So in Schengen visa, you have to book your hotels and your flights. But then for US visitor visa, you don't have to book your hotels and flights. If you want to know more about Schengen visa, I have already made a dedicated video for the Schengen visa. You can click the link in the description or maybe here and you can check out the video. So once you fill the DS-160 form, then you have to pay for the visa. The visa cost is $160. So you can just submit the application and you can pay the visa fees. And the next step after paying the visa fees is that you have to book the appointment in the US embassy. I will leave the link below where you have to click and book your appointment. So you can click the link and you can go to the web page and you can book your appointment. In order to book your appointment, you need 3 information. One is your passport number. Second is the CGI reference number from your visa fee receipt. So once you paid your visa fees, you will get a reference number. So just make note of it. And then you need the 10-digit barcode number from your DS-160 confirmation page. So once you submit your application, you will get a DS-160 number where under the barcode you will have a 10-digit number. So you need those numbers. So your passport, your visa fee confirmation, and then your DS-160 reference number. On the day of your application, on the day of your appointment, you need these following documents. First one is your original passport. Second is your non-immigrant visa application DS-160 confirmation page. Third is you have to have a passport size photo, color photo taken within the last 6 months. And if you're applying as a family, then you need to submit marriage and birth certificates. If you are going to visit your relation in the US, then you need an invitation letter from them and their visa copy. If you are going for a tourism, then you need to give your trip itinerary stating the number of days and places that you plan to visit. And then if you're working person, then you need to get a letter from your employer stating your job title, your salary, and how long you have been employed, and 3 months salary slip. So even if you don't get a letter from your employer, you can just show your work authorization letter, or maybe the letter which you got when you got your offer from your employer, and then you need to submit 3 months of your salary slip. If you are a student, then you have to bring a letter from your university. So you can get a letter from your university stating that you're a student in the university, and then you can submit that. Next, you have to submit a bank statement of 6 months, and your final balance should be sufficient for your trip. There is no minimum amount to be maintained. Like the Schengen visa, you have to have a minimum, the final account balance should be somewhere which is sufficient for your trip. Usually people say you have to maintain around 5,000 pounds. So it depends on your trip. So if you're going for a shorter trip, you can have like 3,000 pounds, something like that. But there is no amount mentioned in the US website. So it is up to you to have the balance in your account. So you don't have to maintain it for a long time. Only the ending balance should be somewhere around 3,000 to 5,000 pounds. The main document they need is either you are a student or you are a working professional, or if you're a dependent, then you need to show your husband details, because they want to know whether you will come back to the UK or not. Because if you're applying for a US visa, they don't want you to stay there, go there and stay there for the rest of your life. So they want you to go back once your 6 months period end for each trip. So they want to know what is the thing that will bring you back. So if you're a student, that means you need to show your student letter, which will basically means that you will be coming back to the UK. If you're employed in the UK, then you need to show your employment letter and your 3-month bank statement, 3-month salary slip. Then that means you will come back to work in the UK, so you won't stay there. If you're a dependent who are going there alone without your husband, then they want to know that you have a relation. I mean, your husband is there in the UK and he's working there, and they need the document for that. So once you submit all this during your appointment, you will get your visa within 7 working days. I hope this video is useful for you. If you like the video, hit the like button and share the video to your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll meet in next video. Until then, goodbye. Cheers.